Welcome to your daily focus for November the 29th, 2022. Today, we could be quick to act or react when it comes to our verbal expressions, our verbal communications, our talks with each other. So, we'll talk about that. Obviously, it's about stepping back, it's about not just saying things, it's about thinking it through. But we'll get to that and all the rest of the energy because there's lots of it. Let me introduce myself first to you. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. And thank you. Thank you, Shirley, for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now, we have the 29 energy. The 29 energy, well, it's about learning periods, okay? The 29 energy brings in learning experiences for us. So, challenges and situations, events happening that we have to make decisions on, react to. 2 plus 9 is, but it brings you towards great success. I should say that part to you because the 2 plus 9 is an 11, and that is a master number. That is the illuminator. That is the teacher. So once again, the teacher shows up, and we have a surprise exam for the day or something. You know what I mean? So we wouldn't break that number down any farther than that. Know that there may be challenges today. Know that you are being tested for greater opportunities, greater successes than you ever imagined when you work under that 11 energy. Now, if we look at the daily numerology, it is a 28, so we can go back to yesterday and look at a lot of the 28 energy. Basically, what it is roll up your sleeves and get to work kind of energy. One plus or 2 plus 8 is a 10, which is new seasons coming, new chapters in our life, a change of energy. And 1 plus 0, it's also a very lucky number. And 1 plus 0 is a 1. So it's the I am. It's the trailblazer. It's the pioneer. It's the independent. It's new starts, new beginnings. It's about challenges and successes. Sun is in Sagittarius. Moon will enter Pisces tonight, probably after supper time. So we have a day full of Aquarian energy for the moon. Now, Mercury is sitting across the sky from Mars, and Mars is in retrograde. So there is tension. There could be anger. We could resent people or things. Okay? Try and be patient. Try and be calm. Try and take a step back, especially if you're going to say something, okay? Avoid arguments at all costs. Just walk away. Just walk away. Or any kind of conflict. Just walk away. Okay? Now, exercise. Exercise is going to help you throughout the entire day. Roll up your sleeves and get to work kind of energy, right? And we could be very quick to, we'll completely lack diplomacy. That's the best way of putting it, is we completely lack it. We don't, so we have to really think through what we say. This is one of the days to just zip it. Listen twice as much as you talk, okay? But now, Mercury opposite Mars stimulates the desire to work. So, exercise. Now, if you meditation also works, but I would have to say you want to channel that energy into something physical, right? To really flow it in the direction that you want it to work for you the best. But Mercury and Saturn are getting along in the sky, and that's about good judgment. So, depending on your natal chart and where Saturn sits, where Mercury sits, and what kind of transits are happening for you yourself personally, it could go one way or the other, couldn't it? Once again, with this energy, it's a time to get organized. It's a time to roll up your sleeves, get to work. It's good to, and it's a good time to prepare for the future. Mercury and Saturn together. So making the plan, making the strategy, and we've had making the plan and making the strategy quite an energy for a few days now, for sure, right? Solid every time I pull up the cards and pull up the numerology and pull up the astrology for you. It all leads to one area, and it's rolling up the sleeves and getting to work and getting focused on what you really need to work on, whatever that might be for you. Maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's your health and well-being, maybe it's your spirituality, maybe it's a goal, a dream, a desire, a new business, a business that you want to broaden the horizons on, education, learning, traveling. I mean, it's something different for each and every one of us. Because this is a collective reading, you have to kind of think of your life and think of where to apply this knowledge. But Mercury and Saturn getting along in the sky, it's a good time to get organized and then stay organized. It's a good time to make plans, look towards the future, strategies. Okay, let's get to the cards, shall we? Okay, our shadow card. I almost forgot the shadow card. Look at this, the Seven of Pentacles. Where is your focus and where does your focus need to be? Okay. So if you can think of your dreams, your goals, your desires as little seeds that you plant. Okay, first you have to prepare the soil. Okay, just can't plant that seed and expect it to grow. First you have to prepare the soil. You have to put the nutrients in. You have to weed it. You have to get rid of all the rocks and maybe debris that is in that land. Aerate it. Get the air in there really good. Okay, and then you have to think about the seed, right? Then you have to think about the goal. You can't just say, I want to lose weight. Is it 10 pounds you want to lose? 50 pounds you want to lose? Or you want to start working out. That kind of seed can't be planted. There's all kinds of working out. Are you going to start walking, jogging, biking, going to the gym? Okay, so we want to define that seed that we are planting. I mean, we are in beautiful new moon energy now, so we could literally, if we have thought about this to this point, then we can start planting the seed, or at least feeling going out there. And whatever it is, chances are you don't need a lot in order to get started. You already have what it takes. You might need, once you take a couple of steps down that path, need to broaden the expansion of your knowledge or your clarity or your understanding. But for now, it's pretty well a go for you. Okay, but where is your focus? Is it on that little seed that you are planting right now? That you are putting into the ground? And then we just can't walk away from that seed, right? So it has to be a consistent effort. Okay, and I think that was yesterday, a consistent effort. So I'm pretty sure that probably rings true for today's energy as well. Okay, you go out and you water it and you make sure that the bugs aren't there, and you take care of it. You dig up the soil around it a little bit to get some air in those roots and make them grow, and you're adding extra nutrients into the soil as you go, right? So there's all kinds of things. So you really have to make a point here to say, okay, 15 minutes a day. I'm giving it 15 minutes a day. I may do more than 15 minutes, but at a minimum, I have to give it that 15 minutes, or I have to give it that 10 minutes, or even that 5 minutes, so long as you are being consistent, okay? Okay, our first card now. Look at this, the lovers. The lovers show up. Oh my goodness. Now this could be a great romance that starts today, or deepening a relationship, and in such a way that, but with Mercury opposite Mars, maybe not so much that we are actually deepening those relationships, but this is all about deepening relationships. Maybe it's the relationship with yourself. Maybe it's the relationship you have with your dreams, your desires. You know, you want it, you say you want it, but do you truly believe that you deserve it, that you're worthy of it? And I'm not asking you to start summarizing your worth, because you are worthy of it. You are deserving of it. I know that already, okay? So you should know that already too. So we have the lovers here. This could be, I wouldn't say it's between two people though. I believe it's more of yourself. That it's about growing the love of yourself deeper, growing maybe in love with our passions a little bit more, or getting a little serious about our dreams and desires and saying, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it now. I'm going to reserve 5 minutes a day, maybe longer, but 5 minutes a day. I'm going to start giving it attention. I'm going to show up every day to water it. I'm going to show up every day to make sure there's no little weeds trying to grow in there, that it's getting enough sun, that there's no bugs or anything. I'm going to do all that. 5 minutes a day or more. The Hermit. The Hermit comes along. And I kind of see the Hermit as someone who goes out into the desert and crawls into the cave and sits and contemplates where they are at the present time and where they want to go, and what journeys, and feeling things out and understanding where we truly want to step and where we don't. And when we do, we start to make that plan. That's when we come out of the desert. That's when we come out of the cave. When we've made some kind of plan or strategy. Strong cards. And then the Four of Swords. You know, it's been an influx throughout the entire year that I get the message that the war is over. The hard time is over. Okay, this is the warrior coming off the battlefield. And he takes off the armor, he hangs up the weapons, or she does. And they rest, and they recuperate. And they prepare in their mind, in their thoughts, for their tomorrow. Where the sun is shining and the children are playing and the birds are singing. And we kind of are having a hard time transitioning into the storm is over. So maybe you need to unplug from the news for a little while. And just send prayers for the universe, prayers for the earth, prayers for the people. Prayer is powerful. Prayer is powerful. But this is all about taking the required rest that you need in order to, recharge your batteries so that you are feeling alive, that you are feeling strong, that you are feeling capable. Okay? And if there's little things, don't push them aside and say, oh, well, it's just a small headache. No. It's a small little headache and it'll grow into a large one unless you know that you are worthy, deserving of taking a time out from life. The world will go on. Everybody will survive, okay? And taking care of you. Because you're the most important part of this whole journey. So you have to take care of you first. You have to love you first. And once again, I really believe that this isn't so much about relationships in this reading as it is about getting to know yourself and loving yourself and deepening that belief in who you are and what you can do and what you're capable of and how beautiful you are, how worthy, how deserving. And I don't say that lightly. I don't say that lightly at all. I know it to be true. So if you think you're alone, you're not alone. Okay? You're definitely not alone. If nothing else, you have God, your angels, your spirit guides, the cosmos, the universe, that divine energy surrounding you at all times. Right there, you're not alone. And maybe I can't come over and visit, but you must know that I love you, so. Okay. Let's get to our mantra card, shall we? Leadership, set your goals. Set your goals once again. It's about our strategy. It's about our plan. It's about our focus on our tomorrow, on our best life ever. Absolutely. Will it happen in a day? Probably not. Will it take work? Absolutely. And I see the lion there. And always when I see the lion, it's like embrace your courage, embrace your strength. Know that you can go forward in the way you want. Okay, let's see what the book has to say about our beautiful lion here with leadership. You say, well, I'm not a leader. Be a leader of yourself then. For goodness sakes. Yes, you can. You can be a leader of you. So you can master yourself. You can master yourself with assertiveness and self discipline. Take a leading role in any situation that you want, knowing that mind over heart is sometimes necessary when decisions need to be made. Define your structure, set your boundaries, focus your attention on achieving your goals. Stick to your plan and see it through to the end. Your strength of purpose helps to overcome obstacles and achieve the impossible. Expect an opportunity or job promotion with extra responsibilities. This may require letting go of unhealthy choices. So, the mantra is I make fair and just decisions. I am a good leader. So, set your boundaries and know that it's mind over heart. You may not want to do it. I remember when I was a teenager, I didn't want to do my homework. But there was mom and dad both saying, hey, sit down now. Or this is going to happen and that's going to happen. You're going to go without this and you're going to go without that. And so I did it. And you almost have to be that way with you today, right? And say, no way, not today. You're doing it. You're giving it 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That's all I ask. 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, you can quit if you want, but you have to give me 5 minutes. And we're going to do something on our focus, on our dreams, on our goals, on our best life ever. And what does that look like? And what detail can you work on today? Okay. We'll get an animal card here. Now, the December 2022 video for a glance at December is up, so watch that. I am trying so hard. That's why I'm dressed the same way today, because I have been trying for days trying to get the monthlies for each sign up, and I have run into brick wall after brick wall after brick wall. So this is like day 3 I'm on. Oh my gosh. And I've only done 4. So bear with me. I am working my hardest, but oh my gosh, these walls are, I tell you, they're leaving bruises. Okay, our animal is, look at this, the snow leopard, self-reliance. The snow leopard shows up, self-reliance. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibilities and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. Oh, yes. Let your life unfold in silent perfection. So it's going with the flow, knowing that you are deserving and worthy, and just showing up each day. I have a sneeze coming on. Oh my goodness. So the snow leopard is here to remind us that we can rely on ourselves, and we need to trust ourselves, and we need to motivate ourselves to do what has to be done in order to walk towards our dreams, walk towards our goals. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.